What are my top 5 favorite books out there that have changed my life forever? Now, this list keeps changing over and over and over again, but so far, these 5 books I'm going to mention in this video have been the most monumental, fundamental, moving books in my life ever. On top of that, guys, if you guys don't know, I did not grow up with rich parents. I did not grow up with mentors. I did not grow up with an inheritance of like $2 million. I grew up probably just like you. Maybe worse. I think so. I grew up, in a third world country. I came here, all this fancy stuff, and now I make a little bit over $10,000 a month through the sheer luck of me finding one of these books to then go on to change my life forever. So again, I'm not rich, I'm not wealthy, and I wasn't born any of those things, but I'm working myself up to that, and these books have helped me a ton. So make sure you stick around to the video to find out exactly what these books are and how they've actually helped me and how they can probably help you. Now, if you guys don't know me, my name is Tommy Bryson. I'm an accountant and I upload videos every single day. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified. On top of that, do me a favor, smash the like button. And here's a question for you guys, okay? What are your top 5 books? Comment down below, let me know, and it does not have to be business only, but for me, it's mostly business stuff, but comment down below and let me know, what are your top 5 books? Now, if you ask me, the reason why most people don't like reading books is usually because all the books we know, we associate it with homework, with pain, not wanting to do it, book reports. So now, the books I read now, I only associate them with improving myself, helping me, and making me more money. So that sounds a lot more better than, oh, if I read this book, I'm going to do a book report, okay? No. So it's all about association and how you see books and how you see reading and what it can do for you. Now, let's get into the video and talk about my top 5 books and how they have actually changed my life forever. Now, the first book is actually called The Millionaire Mind by Tharv. Now, this book changed my life forever. Here it is right here, so you don't get the covers mixed up, because another one just like this one, but this one is actually called The Millionaire Mind by Tharv. Here it is right here. Now, guys, this book is all about how rich people think versus how poor people think, believe it or not. And it sounds very dividing, but in reality, this book helped me understand exactly how I was thinking and how to fix that to then emulate rich people to then become a wealthy person. Now, am I on my way? I think so. I am. So the book actually worked. On top of that, guys, this book was my gateway book because it was my first one. And if it wasn't for this book right here, I probably wouldn't be here right now talking to you. And I probably would have never read all the other books that I've read so far, because this book led me to everything I've accomplished so far today. Now, again, guys, the main part of this book that helped me the most was basically when I read, for example, Tommy, it's not that you're stupid. It's because you just don't know something out there. So whenever I wouldn't know something, I'd be like, okay, man, I'm just like not the smartest guy out there. Maybe that's why I'll never be able to do this. In reality, it was all about, if you're not where you want to be in life, it's not because you're dumb. It's just because there's something out there you just don't know. And that's about it. And then he told me, all you have to do is find out what that is, and you go to rich people and you ask them. Or people that you actually want to emulate, you go there and you ask them. And then you study it, then you do it, and you'll get what you want. And that was the most eye-opening thing I've ever heard in my life, believe it or not. It might sound like common sense, but back then, and still till this day, okay, common sense is still not common. So that entire little quote here helped me a ton. Now, the way it actually changed my life, guys, was because before I read this book, I was buying things I couldn't afford. I was spending a lot of money. Had like very bad thoughts. Like my entire thing was like, okay, I'm going to be an accountant. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a job. I'm going to have like a family. That's about it, Now that sounds like a pretty good life, honestly, but that's not the life I wanted. And this book helped me unlock my potential. So it showed me, like, if you want this, look at that person, emulate them, and then try what they're doing, and you'll get exactly what they have, okay? And that helped me a ton. So, number 1, The Millionaire Mind by Tharv, by far one of my favorite books. Now, number 2, guys, is actually called The Richest Man in Babylon. Now, this is an old book, around like 2,000 years old, believe it or not. It's not like a bestseller, but it was at one point. But this book right here taught me something invaluable, which is basically the concept and the bottom foundation of what money is and how it should actually work for you. Because before I found this book, guys, I was in debt, I was lost, and I didn't know how to multiply money. And even when I did multiply, I was like, okay, I multiplied, let me take that money and spend it. Now, this book took me from that to actually holding money, grabbing it, multiplying it over and over and over again. Now, the main nugget to this book, guys, is all about every time you make money, you want to keep at least 10% for yourself, invest it, have it multiply over and over again, and always pay off all your debts, okay? That's the main concept I got from this book, especially because when I found this book, I was around like 19 or 20 years old, and I owed around $3,000 on a credit card, and I didn't have a job. This book helped me get out of debt. It helped me do everything I had to do. And it also taught me the rules of gold. On top of that, the 7 cures for a lean person. If you read this book, I highly recommend you check out this version right here, and also this version of the In Action, The Rich Man Babylon. That's actually like more like modern for like us right now. But guys, both books are great. I read them both, and I owe everything I am to this book also because it taught me how to flip money, how to make money, how to pay off debts, how to make my money multiply, and it's an awesome book. You'll love it if you read it, okay? Now, number 3, guys, is actually called F Yourself. Now, this book right here, by the way, guys, when I read this book, I saw this book so many times in Audible. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to read it. This is like super spicy. I don't know what. And when I gave the book a try and I turned it on, I promise you, I could not stop listening to this book. It took me from a level of, I'll do this. By the way, when I read this book, before I read this book, I had like man boobs. I was fat, overweight. I had problems. I was not making videos. I was like, okay, it doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. When I read this book, I promise you guys this. I started going to the gym. I started uploading videos every single day. And you might say, Tommy, has that worked for you? Well, the answer is this, okay? It's been around 6 months. I've uploaded every single day. I've gone to the gym every single day, and I don't BS myself because the book is about, well, the main nugget actually is all about, are you willing to do something or are you not willing to do it? And you can't BS yourself. So for me, it was like, do I want success? Yes. What is it going to take? Are you going to do it or not? Yes or no? And if you say no, be honest. Be like, okay, you know what? I'm not willing to work 16 hours a day. It's just too tough on me. I just want to work like 8 hours a day, and I'm fine with that. And that scared the living heck out of me. So I said, you know what? What do I want? I want to be healthy. Are you willing to go to the gym? Yes. How many times a day? Every single day. For how long? Forever. There's no finish line. Time we need to rest. Listen, my goals are my goals, and that's how I want to live my life. So in totality, guys, this book took me from here to here just by telling me, Tommy, are you willing or unwilling? Very basic, but this book did the trick, man. It did the trick for me because, you can't rely on motivation. You need to rely on action. Oh, and one last thing here, guys, about this book. It also taught me that basically, when it comes to happiness and achieving happiness, happiness is an action through doing the things you want to do, and then you achieve it. So you can't BS yourself and say like, oh, I want to do this, but you're not going to do it. You need to be honest and tell yourself like, hey, you know what? I want to accomplish this. I have to do this. I'm willing to do it. I have to accomplish this. I want this, but I'm not willing to do that. Then I won't do it, okay? It's all about what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and being honest with yourself. And this book taught me honesty, which I really appreciate. Now, the 4th book is actually called Mastery by Robert Greene. You might say, Tommy, Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power, pretty good book, but what about this one? The answer is, this is a book about mastery and how to achieve mastery in your craft. So for example, if you want to be a master at what you do, this is the book to read. Now tell me, what did you like about this book? The answer is, this book taught me one thing, and it's actually called patience, okay? I'm very impatient. I want things just like this, but this book showed me an entire guide to all those people that actually came before me that achieved success, and it told me one thing, okay? It told me, Tommy, if you want success, you need mastery. If you want mastery, that's going to take between 7 to 10 years. That's why I'm not in a rush when I make videos. I want to make sure I say everything I want to say so you guys can learn. I'm not in a rush because I know in the end, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So this book took me from, I just want this right now, to I need to work hard, optimize my work, and be willing to work for the next 7 to 10 years. And then I can achieve mastery, and then I can start seeing massive, massive success. It sounds crazy, but by the time I'm like 29 or, for example, like 32, I should be a master at what I do. And I'm super confident. I'm super patient because I know that everyone that achieved something great in history went through the exact same process. It's not about like, oh, I need to do it like super quick. No. No, it's all about work hard, work smart, and then be patient to see your fruits actually develop. And I really appreciate this book. Again, Robert Greene has changed my life so much. I hope I hope some of these authors like see this entire video right here, but they have made it a very big difference in my life because I didn't have mentors. I didn't grow up with like, parents that knew about this stuff. So this stuff, man, it changed my life forever. Now, number 5 on the final one, guys, is actually called As a Man Thinketh by Allen. Now you might say, Tommy, who's Allen? And why is this book made like in 1904? The answer is Allen, or 1902. Allen is the original self-help book guru. He's the one that started it all. And in this book, As a Man Thinketh, it teaches you exactly that you are what you think. So if you think bad thoughts, you will be a bad person. If you think good thoughts, you will be a good person. By the way, I'm not saying just like think and it'll happen. No, I'm saying like the outer layer of what you are is based on your mind. So the main nugget of this book, guys, was that it's all about taking your thoughts and being conscious of your mind and what you're actually thinking all the time. And it might sound like, oh, I don't want to be thinking all the time about what I'm thinking, bro. It's a lot of work, I have a lot of thoughts. The answer is, eventually everything is hard at first, but then you just start developing like a kind of like a third sense to it. So now I might think something like, okay, let me not think that, let me think this. Let me not do this, let me do this, okay? It bleeds into your entire life, okay? So all these books right here, especially As a Man Thinketh, it bleeds into your entire life and it helps you out a ton. It's not about, it's so much work, I don't want to do it. It's more about, well, it's a lot of work, but the more I do it, the more easy it becomes. By the way, last tip here, guys, the brain is like plastic, so you can form it into whatever you want to form it into. And the more times you do activities like reading or like exercising, the easier it becomes and the less effort it takes. So it's all about repetition, consistency, and optimizing to actually get what you want to get. Now, I know what you're thinking, Tommy. Tommy, just can't be 5. Yes, you're right. I have a bonus book right here for you guys. If you want to check it out, check it out. And it's actually called The Power of Habits. That's my bonus one. I love this book, man. I love this book. It took me from like building like smart habits to actually building like very powerful habits that have changed my life forever. So again, these are my top 5 plus a bonus book, maybe top 6 if you want to call it that. But all these books have helped my life a ton. And guys, if you want to read these books, highly recommend them. Comment down below and let me know. Have you read any of these? What do you think about them? Do you think they're good? Bad? Comment down below, let me know. Or do you have a book I should read? Comment down below and let me know. Now before I go, guys, I want to leave you guys with one last thing here. If you want to read these books for free, check out Audible. Use my link down below. You get 2 free books, not 5 or 6. I'm sorry, only 2 free books. And you can actually download these books for free right now, and you can start reading. By the way, if you're gonna start reading, I recommend you start with The Richest Man in Babylon and The Millionaire Mind, and then work yourself down to all the other books, okay? Because every single month they give you another credit. So when you get a credit, you can use that credit to get another book, another book, another book. By the way, I read a book every single week. That's crazy. You don't have to do that. Just read a book every single month or every single, by the way, no. Every single month, try to read a book, okay? That's how you get everything, okay? That's how you get everything flowing. Guys, as always, if you enjoyed this video, like the video, really appreciate it. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified. On top of that, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, uno, just DM me on Instagram at Tommy Bryson. I answer all my DMs. On top of that, guys, if you want to see all the book reviews I've done so far on this channel, check this video out right here. It's a whole playlist on everything I've done. And if you want to subscribe to the channel right now, on mobile or your laptop, wherever you are, click my face right here, subscribe right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and peace.